What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Demo Team Podcast. We're here with Mara Bloom. How are y'all doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Got it under control.
You got it under control. Awesome. I'm glad
Right,
you have it under
we're back.
control.
All right.
All right, we're good.
We're
yeah.
good.
We're good. All right, we're good, y'all. It's okay. I promise I'll cut all that out.
We trust your
right.
discretion.
I promise. So, how are y'all doing on this fine Friday night?
Good.
Good.
No
Can't
complaints.
complain, man.
Ready to
Doing
No
party.
good.
complaints. You can't complain. I
Ready to
guess it's
party.
not Friday because it is Friday. Y'all aren't past the date line, but it is Friday, like afternoon for y'all because y'all are in
Oh
Hawaii.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Workday's over, my dude.
Workday's over.
We're just showing up to a party a little later.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Are y'all gonna play the party or y'all just gonna show up?
No, we're just gonna judge all the bands that play.
You're gonna judge all the y'all are the band
That's
judge.
what you do,
All right, I
right?
love it. Like a battle of the bands.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, battle of the band.
They can tell how good they're doing by the look on our faces.
Okay. I guess this is a really good way, I think, to introduce yourself. Say like who you are and what instrument you play, but also say like if you're the easy judge or the hard judge, in your opinion.
Okay.
The easy judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, who do you think is the easiest judge? Who do you think is the hardest judge for this battle of the bands?
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
easy. That's easy.
that's easy. All right.
Oh, easy.
All right,
Who
sorry.
wants to go?
I'll
Yeah, go
on
for it.
first. I'm Stefan, and I do this stuff with my mouth in a band. And then,
Ooh,
yeah,
Sure.
the mouth stuff, that's very important.
the hardest judge would definitely be Fade, and the easiest judge would be Mason.
Wait, who's Mason?
Oh, on that note,
All right. Mason, I play bass.
he does the things with his fingers.
Yeah, the finger thing.
Slap at a bass.
Yeah, I'd be the easiest to judge. I'm pretty, I don't know. I like a lot of things, so. And then
He's
that's
lenient.
yeah, faded though. Faded would be the
Mason is
hardest.
lenient.
Yeah.
Mason is Randy.
I'm Fade. I do the other mouth stuff. Just to clarify, I do the hollering and he does the singing.
I'm
so,
good cop. He's bad cop.
Yeah, I'm the bad
I
cop.
like that. He's the holler. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the holler and he's the hardest judge.
Apparently, I am just I mean, I can't lie. I would be the hardest. And Mason would be the. So that's my answer.
All right. I'm Tyler. I do the other thing with my fingers, the boo, and
Weedly Weedly.
yeah, and I do the wheelie wheelies. Yeah, and I don't know. I think I'm kind of a hard judge, but I won't say that I am. I'll just tell everybody they're doing a great job.
So he's a mixture
And
of.
you're doing a great job, but but you got a 4.
Yeah. You had a 4.3.
You're like Anthony Fantano.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
We don't speak his
Get that
name
head
around
ball.
here.
Are you Anthony Fantano, Tyler?
Fuck no, dude. The
Yeah,
fuck.
Go listen to the pop album.
is Fade the Anthony Fantano?
Ooh.
No.
You're the good guy. I have
He's
to
got the most hair, so probably not, right?
Yeah.
probably not.
Probably not.
Based off of that metric.
I don't know, dude. Because Anthony Fantano gave that new Sleep Token album like a really bad score, and I kind of hate him for that.
Dude, he sucks. I don't
We
wanna
love
say that.
him.
No, I mean I don't like him either.
We love.
You love so we're split like half
We love you, Tony.
one microphone
We're
loves
boys.
Anthony Fantano, one doesn't.
Yeah.
So anyways, y'all just dropped a new single. How do you think Anthony Fantano would rate that single?
Oh fuck. Well,
He'll think it's a goddamn masterpiece.
you'll think it's the greatest thing that's ever vibrated his eardrums.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Best thing he's heard since Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he would love it. In fact, I would dare him to listen to it because he would love it so much.
Yeah, listen to it.
Yeah, listen
Anthony.
to
Tony.
Yeah, he's our boy, Tony.
Tony, yeah.
Oh,
Remind me of
Tony.
Cinemanology.
Suddenly everyone likes Anthony Fantano now, right?
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. You might make a little extra bucks if he listens to it.
Yeah, if he knows what's good.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, Isn't that how the industry works these days?
I
At least not for me, but everyone else.
guess.
Hateful Little Things. Interesting name, first off. Who's the hateful little things? What are the hateful little things? What is that referring to?
I'm telling you, it's when we watch other bands play, we're the hateful little things.
That's okay.
No, but
Beware of the Battle of Bands tonight.
yeah. No, but despite our petty smallness, which is not in that song actually, it's actually so the entire album tells a story. It's a concept album, and this song is the second to last album.
Song.
Song on the second to last song on the album. And the title specifically refers to the two protagonists, really, of the two subjects of the album, really,
Right.
which is are these two lovers that have kind of like found themselves so deep into this situation to where they're like it's irreconcilable, and they kind of hate each other, and that's directly what it refers to.
Okay. I like that. That's so it's like a whole concept album, and it's like basically like a breakup kind of, or like the process of like a relationship
Break up in no worse ways.
In the
in
worst,
the worst ways. All right.
More about the aftermath of that too, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty late into the album, and at this point, about halfway through the album, something kind of happens in the album, and the tone kind of shifts a little bit to more to where I don't know what's really happening or going on in the story is kind of like more or less fluid, and reality is kind of not quite directly, I don't know, told to you like what's going on. And actually, at this point, they are standing at the gate that keeps the land of the dead and they are on opposite sides and professing their undying hatred to one another as their bodies rot.
All right. I love that. That's very metal.
It's metal. It is.
It's very Greek tragedy.
It was inspired directly. Actually, the whole album was directly inspired by various Shinto myths and characters. The storyline that takes place in the album is actually a modern love story. It's more of a tragedy than anything, but it runs directly parallel at times to the Shinto creation myth of death, and it loosely follows the events of that whole creation myth and the journey of Izanagi and Izanami to the land of death, and it's a whole thing. It kind of mirrors that whole thing, but in a modern setting, within the context of an original love story that's also very tragic and has tendencies to lean into elements of occult and cosmic horror at times.
All right. I read y'all's bio on Spotify. I was actually going to ask y'all like to where like the Shinto influence was, but we got that out of the way very quickly. This is very cool. I don't think I've ever talked to any band that's like been influenced by, I mean, mythology, much less like Eastern mythology. So
Oh yeah, it's I mean Shinto mythology honestly is just like it's really fascinating. It's almost always very tragic, and it's also very like human. Like people react in very human, very visceral, very like extreme ways, and it's kind of cool to see how I don't know all of their crazy myths about slaying giant snakes and you know rescuing princesses and shit. It's pretty wild actually. Sorry, I just swore. I don't know if I can do that, but
oh yeah, you could say whatever you want. Titties, piss,
Anyways,
yeah,
the
whatever.
good thing about these
Go
songs
for it.
is that's all in there too, but you can also listen to a song as like a breakup song or a hateful song or a song about love too.
yeah, again, it's a love story, so you know it's there's always kind of that I don't know breakup-y element. It's very bitter. It's very bitter, but it sounds pretty also.
So if you're a scholar or an angsty teen, you still can enjoy our shit.
It has multitudes, and I like that. It's like because obviously the relationship side of it is universal. I mean, for most people, I would say,
Yeah.
right? Like
Something anyone can relate to, kind of.
I would hope that you've fallen in love before. Better to have loved and lost than to never loved at all, right?
That is the saying, of course, dude, and
But
I
then-
agree with that.
But then it's also like multidimensional, and like you can get really deep with that. So,
Yeah, Yeah, again, like about halfway throughout the album, the reality kind of degrades. You're not quite sure what's going on. It's kind of like mostly left up to you to like kind of surmise or have your own theories about what's going on, and it's kind of cool to we're kind of still interpreting that too. It's like what exactly happened and whether what was real and what wasn't, and
Oh, I like that. It's open ended. It's even the band doesn't quite know.
yeah. No, it was cool too, because like I was a little. Me and Stefan have been like conceptualizing the whole thing for like a long time, a couple years, and but when we were talking to Josh and then Dylan also about it, they seemed to like be on board with it too, and it was cool seeing them like interpretate, or not interpretate. That's not a word.
It can be a word if you want.
Thank you. Yeah, it's cool seeing them interpret, what our ideas were, but like in their own, original way too. So like, massive pleasure to have those dudes on this album. Like, they're so cool, and we're just super stoked too. Have had
Yeah, I
that
guess.
do that with them.
So like what was like the process like getting them to be on there? Was it just like these are the right guys to do it and you reached out to them, or did you like look around or things like that? Like how did you know like who to bring on for this?
That is a good question. So I'll just be open about this if that's cool. Basically, like when we
Spill
released
the
our
tea.
first EP, like Hallucinations, one of our strategies for marketing was just to fucking DM like 5 people a day. And then I think Mason got in contact with
The guys from Little Geronimo.
Little
Oh
Geronimo.
yeah, love them.
Yeah, Turner. It was
Whole
Turner.
other
Right?
side of the country, right?
Yeah.
Florida.
Holy yeah.
Love those guys. Cool.
All the way.
Yeah,
across.
Turner's awesome.
Yeah, dude. He's a cool ass fucking dude. And like me and him were talking a little bit. He was giving me some pointers and he's like, yeah, like get Josh on because he's always down to like feature on stuff, and Dylan too, and it's also a good way to get ourselves out there more,
Yeah.
like getting us connected with those bands within that scene, right? So yeah, and they're also really cool and really talented, so like it just fucking it fit in perfectly with what we were doing. So
Yeah, it's a really cool open scene, and like it's really worth knowing the people in it for sure. It's always like if you're aspiring to be part of it, it's definitely worth branching out and like hitting people up. So
Well, a big part of that for us too was just like being all the way the hell out here. Like, where
Yeah.
do we start to be able to go and like play shows on the mainland, And these like one thing for me was like John from Adventurer. He was like
also great guy.
oh dude, so he's so cool. And like I've been listening to Adventurer for years. Like from their like very beginning stuff, like Mariana's Trench Coat and stuff, like really early stuff. So I was super stoked, like I love all of those bands and that we've been like put in touch with. And for me, I'm just like kind of nerding out because I'm like, oh dude, like I listen to all these bands,
yeah.
And now you're working with them, which is like that's kind of the dream, right?
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Again, like nothing but thankfulness that these guys were even willing to help us out with like features and stuff. Like super super cool. Like couldn't ask for that in a million years. We're super stoked.
So your first EP, what was it called?
Hallucinations.
It came out in 2021. It says y'all started in 2020, so I was kind of wondering like that's a really time frame to like get a whole EP out. So I was wondering like, did y'all know each other beforehand? Like, what was the history before this band even started? Where does the story even begin with y'all?
Oh man.
Well, it started at one Dance Gavin dance show one night when we all went and attended, but we did not know each other at all. So that's the origin of all that. And then one thing led to another. People started jamming other people until like the connection was made between us. And then we decided that we were good enough to record something, so we went out and looked for a producer, which is Tyler, who ended up joining.
Yeah, we actually found Tyler because we hired him to like record and produce our EP, and then we just like kind of held him against his will for a while until he eventually agreed, to be part of our band.
Yeah, and all the songs were written already, all 4 of those songs. So it was just a matter of me helping like the old members like kind of get that going. And then around the same time, one of the old guitarists was leaving, and I was like, okay, I'll fucking fill in for you guys and whatever.
And that's how
And
they pull you in, and
yeah, they pulled me in, fucking held me against my will, dude. But no, it's cool. It's like this is like the kind of music I always wanted to make. Like fucking, I'm a big gent kid, but I also like weeb music. So like, this was my outlet to fucking incorporate that, and it kind of goes hand in hand with post-hardcore. So that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think obviously Hallucinations, I think, has that the whole, wheedly, like progressive post-hardcore stuff sound for sure. But I think it also is a really good, like just straight up post-hardcore album as well, which is because I think sometimes you lose a little bit of both of those when you're like some people do, but I think it really, straddles both of them very well. So
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we just, it was really born out of like a passion for post-hardcore. We just wanted to make some badass post-hardcore, and this next one, though, we're kind of trying to differentiate ourselves a little bit more, and I honestly think we have a really cool base to work with, and I can't wait till everyone hears this new material, because what we've really tried to do is take the kind of like what we established in the first EP, and then we're gonna add elements of like Japanese city pop, as well as like,
I love that.
Yeah, as well as like gent. Because Tyler's writing a lot more songs for this album than obviously. Like he wrote a little bit for the last for the EP, but like most of the songs were already written. But like the gent influences, it was really strong. It's really cool, and I can't wait to see for everyone to see like this particular like blend of post-hardcore, if you will.
That sounds a lot of the J-pop bands. I'm thinking like a Pale Dusk and things like that, or not J-pop, J-rock, but things
That's
like that. So
definitely part of the influence. Yeah,
right on.
Yeah, it's like anime intro openings and
Yeah.
shit. The shit that plays during those. Yeah, dude, that was a huge influence on us this time around.
Hell yeah. So do you guys think that you guys could get one of these songs to maybe be an anime intro someday, or play your cards right? Try your best.
We tried, and we wrote up. We wrote up like this entire thing, and we tried to hire a guy to do it, and he's like,
No, I think all of our songs could work as an anime opening.
I mean, all of them could work.
I think so too.
Yeah, but we tried, and we like hired a guy to do it, and he was like, dude, you need like more people for this. Like, I can't just do all of this. And we're just like, oh, okay.
One day.
One day we're gonna get it though.
Maybe they'll make an anime about y'all.
That'd be funny.
After the movie.
After the movie.
Yeah, we always joke about how we're gonna have like one of those like band movies about ourselves. And when like some
biopic
shit goes down, yeah, like a biopic. And when some fucking shit goes down, we're like, oh, is this gonna be in the movie? Like,
one of the ways we cope with the misfortunes that we had in the band.
Yeah.
It's
just a movie arc, dude.
That's hilarious.
We're gonna make the movie better.
I mean, that's kind of almost like how you have to like treat real life. It's like, this will just make my movie better, right?
Yeah, for all of us, the music doesn't matter. The end goal is that movie.
Yeah, we're just.
Are y'all gonna play yourselves, or are you gonna?
Oh, do you want to know our castings, dude?
Yeah. Well, what's the casting?
Okay.
I'm sure you thought about this, right?
Oh, dude, it's a hot topic for us. All right, so
It's a hot debate.
it is. Yeah. So Tyler's played by Danny McBride.
Of course, right?
And then we're gonna gender bend Mason, and I'm thinking like Zendaya, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
that would be.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, fine as hell, dude.
And I'm dating Tom Holland.
Yeah. And then,
Mine is a little experimental. We're hoping to maybe, help out Bobby Lee's career. So,
yeah.
And then Fate is Morbius. Who played Morbius? What the fuck's his?
Oh,
Yeah, Jared
yeah.
Leto. Yeah, he's Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's where the budget goes.
Yeah.
That's just Jared Leto when he's in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Dude, you have no idea how many times these fuckers have tried to get me to go up on stage and say, "It's Morbin time." I'm like, dude, I'm never doing that. I will never do that.
You should just have that in one of your songs. Just like
Like before.
like a pull up Bill Murray and just have like
Right
someone yell
before
out in the middle of the
breakdown.
song.
I would love that.
It's morbid time.
Just like how
Yeah.
Nick just said it. I think it'd be great.
And then like you get up on stage and then like right when before that part happens, you like throw your like microphone out to the fans and they all yell it and then y'all go into like the heaviest breakdown ever. It's just
Yeah.
You, sir, just earned yourself a writer's credit to one of our songs.
Yeah.
right.
You're a collaborator now, dude.
So what percentage of the Spotify royalties am I gonna get there? That's what I'm really concerned about.
Oh,
We're just hoping for
How many,
free t-shirts.
percentage? Yeah, how many how many zeros before the one are we talking about?
Before the
Yeah,
one.
before the one.
40
Too many.
point zero 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 one penny per every stream.
Yeah. Well, doesn't sound like that when you talk about it, but you wait 100 years, you might have $10, dude. You know?
100 years, yeah. Let's go. That could come in handy.
Yeah, you can
Alright.
spend that $10.
I mean, I bet you $10 in 100 years from now is gonna be like 50 cents.
Yeah,
Maybe I will-
absolutely.
Like I'm gonna go buy a gumball with my royalties from
Yeah, right. It's almost roughly equivalent to what you get anyway. My hell, buy gumballs with royalties.
Yeah.
this is a good reminder, everyone, to go buy merch from your favorite bands.
Mm,
Y'all got merch?
we do, and we're gonna have some new sexy shirts coming out. This guy actually does most of our shirt designs. He's a brilliant artist. He's an amazing artist, and he does a lot of our shirt designs. So we're gonna have some really cool ones coming out.
Only when I'm aroused.
We can have a lot. That's fine.
Yeah, he drew the
These shirts
artwork
are going
for
to be erotic, is what he means to say by that.
Yeah, he drew the artwork for our EP. That's pretty cool.
Because I was aroused.
Yeah, he was aroused. That's why he did it.
And they were like, let's roll with it. And I was like, okay. And then that's how that happened.
Back to hallucinations. Y'all said that it was already written before this band even formed. Like, so it was just
Oh,
like
no,
a
no,
project
no.
that's
Sorry, just before Tyler came on board.
just before. Okay, so y'all wrote it after y'all.
Yeah, and we hired him to record and produce it for us.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got that mixed up. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, we're probably jumping around a lot. Like, I hope you can get anything from it. So.
Oh, I'm getting it all.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
when I said earlier that I was going to cut that out, I was clearly lying.
No, yeah.
Oh, no.
Trust your discretion, bud.
Oh, I had none. You're about to drop a single, right? With Dylan McBride, right?
I don't think that's gonna be the next one. But,
Oh, I thought. I'm sorry. I thought that
No, but it will be
Okay.
one of the singles
Definitely in
that
the
are dropped
one of the
from
singles.
the album.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
show that honey off. So
Yeah, and he's too good not to show it off too.
yeah,
Man, he
Dylan
killed it.
Dylan's a great guy.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Very talented.
Glad he said yes.
Yeah,
he is very talented. I saw him almost a year ago now
oh,
with
shit.
Lilac Kings, which is where I got my hat. But yeah, they're cool people, great musicians.
No, yeah,
Uh,
they're amazing.
So I guess what's the next single after this one though? Between the one with Dylan and Hateful
Oh.
Little Things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this one's just us, no features,
Just
so we
us.
get to show of what we can do. You know,
But
I'm excited for it.
when is that coming out and what's it called? I guess is what I was trying to get at.
Oh, sure. Well, the title of the song is Yomi.
You know what I mean?
It's the land of the dead is what that means.
Heard it here first.
And as
Alright.
for a release date, I don't think we specifically have a one down doing that. But soon it's ready. We're just
It's ready.
we're
Just sitting on it,
Pull the trigger.
yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
keeping that egg warm.
Yes, you know it.
So, where does this one fit in your album? Because I guess it's a concept, so
Oh yeah, so
or would that spoil too much? I guess.
no, we're happy to tell you about it. If anything to get people interested. Hopefully, it does get people interested. So this one is actually about our protagonist. Get his conscience getting the best of him after recently having murdered his wife
Spoilers.
in a ritual in a cult ritual, and then he dumped her body, and she haunts him. He can't get away from what he did, and he's driven slowly insane by an evil spirit he may or may not have summoned earlier with his wife during a ritual wedding. And he's slowly driven insane by guilt and this thing whispering in his ear, and he decides he has to go find his wife. So it's the story of him trying to find the body of his wife in the land of the dead.
Your typical love story.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle of the album. Fourth song in.
But this sounds very pivotal, though. Like a lot of the plot depends on all what's happening in this song. So
For sure, yeah.
You definitely
Absolutely.
feel that in the song.
Yeah, it's actually kind of at that midway point where we're kind of looking at a tone shift a little bit, you know.
all right, I love that. I love a
Yeah.
tone shift in an album.
Yeah, it gets a little
Yeah.
trippier, a little bit more like almost experimental, I'd say.
What
So-
I say is that I think out of all of our songs that would make a great anime opening song,
This
song
would be the one.
This would be the one.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Pump and chorus. I can't wait for people to hear it.
So
Honestly.
get ready, all you weebs.
Yeah.
So when you say trippier, in what way are we talking trippier, I guess?
Sure. So, it'll kind of blur the lines between like what's actually like whether what you're getting from the song is actually happening in the song. And sometimes, especially in the latter half of the album, it'll be just like super almost reality fluid. Like, are they really in the land of the dead? Or is that just a metaphor for him trying to find his wife that he obviously dumped into an ocean or something? And it's kind of like more up to the listener to like make that determination. And like kind of I would like everyone to kind of have like their own specific picture of the events painted in their head, kind of like reading a book almost, and kind of for them to interpret it the way that they want to. Of course, there's a twist kind of at the end of the album that kind of shakes things up and makes you question things a little bit more, but a lot of it becomes more interpretive. Reality is a little bit more fluid. It's kind of not straightforward as to telling you exactly what's happening.
All right. So I guess since this is like based off like Shinto mythology, I was kind of wondering, like, is there anything that you think we should, I don't know, not like, is there at home reading? Is there any like
a
research or anything
primer.
like that? Do you think we should do so that would make the listener understand, I guess, the album better? Or
Yeah, in fact, if you have some way of like reading Japanese, or if you read Japanese, we're gonna leave some stuff in the album artwork that people can look at for clues. And if you really kind of again, the events only kind of loosely parallel what happened in the actual myth, but if you want to know kind of a little bit more about what the story kind of parallels to, it would be the creation myth of death in Shinto mythology, which involves Izanagi and Izanami's visit to the land of the dead. And that would be the myth to look into. It's specifically the creation myth of how like death itself, the concept of death, the people dying in the first place, came to be in their mythology. But yeah, there'll be other stuff kind of on the we never say that explicitly, but it's kind of what inspired it, and we love people to like get into it and kind of draw parallels to the story and kind of make of it what they will.
all right. That's always fun, like letting people interpret like what your music means, because I think that maybe sometimes they bring you something that's totally different than which you even intended. So
Yeah, like it's more so it's not like something that's like you know, here to like take your hand and
There's
tell
no
you
definitive or anything. Yeah.
yeah, I tell you exactly what's happening. It's kind of like something more for you to like just like this is it. This is a like a still shot of it and like it's not explained to you or anything. It's just up for you to like interpret. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, how did y'all get into this, into like Shinto mythology and things like that?
Well, I've been a goddamn nerd my whole life. Just just in general. Tyler, I think you've been into Shinto stuff.
I mean,
Under the
not
bus.
not directly.
Thrown under the
I
bus.
mean, I know some stuff because I am Japanese. We just do shit that I just grew up doing shit that I don't know parallels Shinto mythology, I guess. So there's that, and me and Fade have also been playing Shin Megami Tensei, so there that's a big
We owe a lot to SMT. We owe a lot to SMT.
yeah that was a big influence in like this story and like even like the our whole aesthetic with the album art, like the creatures everywhere and shit. Like that's a direct, dare I say, rip off of SMT. So yeah,
Shamelessly though.
yeah, shamelessly.
Shameless as well. That's all right. I'm totally down with the, you know, ripping off, you know, art that makes way more money than you do. So
Yeah, well,
way
well,
more profitable stuff. So
yeah. Well, what
yeah, it's like
we just told the artist, we were just like, yeah, just you know, like look into like we gave her some examples, like some creatures from Shinto mythology, and just like you know, to your discretion, just kind of sprinkle them throughout, and yeah, it looked basically like exactly what we wanted, which was you know, almost a like SMT-esque amalgamation of like creatures and yeah, it turned out super dope. She's a wonderful artist, Lisa Kagawa. She's good.
all right. And so like when did y'all decide like, all right, this is the direction I wanted to go with? You want to go with this like using like implementing like this mythology? Is this just like always just like a conscious thing that you were like, I want to get this in it's the music I'm making, or was it like, or did you have to like kind of like convince everyone this is the direction you wanted to go?
Oh no. Well, actually the conception of the concept itself was actually just from me and Stefan like kind of cuz we knew we wanted to do a conceptual album just because that's what we wanted to do. Like we love progressive music and concept albums, especially for me, are something that like I grew up listening to, like really old school weird shit, like Dream Theater, Symphony X, like really old school, like boomer prog kind of stuff. Like I love that shit, dude. And
I mean, that's I love a narrative album as well. So
oh yeah,
yeah.
and so yeah, we knew we wanted to do that, and I don't know exactly how we started getting into specifically the topic of Shinto mythology, but I started reading a lot of like old Shinto stuff, and I don't know how I got into it, but I started sending them a lot to Stefan and stuff. I'm like, dude, we should
Well,
think about doing something.
Yeah, something like that. I think what happened was we kind of wrote some, you know, we were writing a song and we just wrote words to for melody, you know. So we had these songs kind of written out a little bit, and then like I think like maybe like 2 songs in, maybe just the first song, we came up with this Shinto thing, and then we were like, okay, how can we fit what we just wrote into this mythology? And that's what, and the result was the parallel to that story in like a modern setting. Because I believe we wrote a
Yeah.
song about like a car crash.
Oh
like a
yeah, that's
guy.
right.
They
The
kills his
first
girlfriend,
one, yeah, we were kind of just like, oh yeah, so how can we like? That's right. So we were trying to figure out how we could fit like Shinto mythology into like a modern
because
context.
we didn't want to do all that work again and write something else.
We didn't want to rewrite the song either, you know, because so we just kind of like made up a framework that we can just like kind of put that within and then use going forward as well for the rest of the songs. We had like a blueprint, like every song can be about this part in the story. And then what else is cool too is like you got to see 2 different people, me and Stefan, interpret it. Like we would look at the same thing, like this song is going to be about this, and then we would read it, and then we would both like write lyrics for it and interpret it. Like
So it's like independent of each other. Y'all are both telling your own side of the story.
own interpretation, and then like
Our
at a-
interpretation, yeah.
yeah, but then at a certain point, it's like blended together. After we kind of like, oh, this is what you're going for.
Yeah, we
and then
trade
kinda-
notes, and then usually it doesn't take a lot. We don't look at each other. You got to change this. You got to change that. It's like, you know what? I didn't see it that way before.
Yeah,
I
like
roll with that.
yeah. Sometimes he'll write parts for me. I'll write parts for him. Like just generally, the more time we spend on it, the more vision we'll have for it that we can like kind of blend together and make something cooler out of. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm getting more and more excited about this album the more we talk about it, because this is just
yeah.
like there's just so many wrinkles in this that's just like that, like the fact that y'all are like kind of almost writing independently and then bringing it together, and like y'all are having totally different like interpretations of what's happening.
Yeah, and putting it all together, it's still like, it's still coherent when we want it to be, but it's also like a lot of it is evocative too. Like I said,
Yeah.
just like having it, form your own picture in your head too, and you're just like, oh, yeah. So we're still kind of interpreting it too, and it's like almost like not a living thing. That would be pretentious and dumb of me to say, but
Gabby
But
too.
You can
Gabby,
call it
don't care about
your
it.
baby if you want. It's all right.
yeah. So no, we're very proud of it, honestly, and we're just stoked for everyone to hear it and like see what their take on our take on the genre is.
Right on. So so after this next single, you have the song with Dylan coming out. When is that? When do you think that'll come out?
Hard to say. I mean, if I can just be totally transparent about what we're doing right now with Hateful Little Things, like we're trying our best to get out of Hawaii, like get out of the Hawaii scene. So this song is more of like an experimental piece with that, like, and we're just gonna try out some different marketing strategies, see what works, see what doesn't, and then from there, when we feel like, oh, we got to start picking up momentum again, or once we have like a set strategy down that works, we'll release the next two singles.
Release next stuff. Okay, I like
Yes.
that.
So it's really hard to say when. We do want to get it out like next few months, next
okay.
year, to be safe, I guess. Early next year.
All right.
Say really hard to say, but
First time I'm hearing this too.
But no, I appreciate that. It's like y'all are trying to figure out what's the best marketing strategy for you, the best way to get the most out of re-releases. So that's a smart way to go about it, because I think a lot of people just want to get things out as quickly as possible, and I think, and sometimes it works like that, but I think this, it's, I guess being in Hawaii, I think it's probably, that's a whole other challenge too. So you got to like actually be a little more meticulous with with your release strategies and your marketing strategies. So.
Well, that's literally it. This is necessary because we're in Hawaii. Like, we need to develop these. We need to know where people like us. We need to know where we can play shows. And part of that is just feeling out the market for it. We just need to know where people are listening to us. And once we identify those places, which we have started already, hopefully we can start setting up some shows in the mainland, because that's kind of our goal right now.
Everyone's commenting, come to Brazil on your post, right?
Yeah. Oh.
That's how I'll know when we make it.
So it's unironic.
Although I think we do
love
have
Brazil.
some listeners in Brazil, I think. So it'll be for those two people over there. We'll play a show for them.
There's more. I was looking at the stats the other day.
The more merry.
There's more.
I'll be happy with just the two, but
Yeah.
It's a meme, guys. It's a meme. Come to Brazil.
What's a meme? Nah, just kidding.
Well, I guess if y'all don't mind getting that into it, what places are you looking at right now based off your marketing success? Like where would y'all be looking at going to the United States if you were to come and play shows here?
Dude, that's a
Can
good
you say
question.
that?
Yeah, Cali specific. I
Hayward.
forgot. Yeah, Hayward.
California. We got
Hayward, California. Where's Hayward, California?
smack dab in the middle of the Bay Area, dude.
Okay, so Bay Area, that's good.
Yeah, and then Sacramento from there. Hopefully, that would be my.
Yeah,
And
that
then
makes sense.
for some reason, we have a lot of listeners in Richmond, Virginia.
Virginia in general. There's Richmond, and then there was another Virginian city on there. Like, I want to go to. We need to go to Virginia. That's just
Virginia is a solid scene. That's where like Pulses is from.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
that makes a little bit more
I
sense.
think there's other bands. Tired of Violence, but they're a little but he's a different thing. There's got to be more. I feel like there's more bands from Virginia. I mean, honestly, that like DC, Baltimore, like south of Philadelphia, like scene, like that's a very strong scene for sure. And
Really
that kind of like I think probably overlaps with Virginia. So
Duly
Int-
noted.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
like
result.
Nightlife is from I think Baltimore, Pulses from DC area. With Sales Ahead's from New Jersey, but like they kind of play around that area too. Zulu, I think, are they from Baltimore? I don't know. But
It's so interesting to see that because like we were expecting like all West Coast, like all California and Seattle. I mean, we do have a couple listeners there, but not as strong as like the East Coast.
the
Which
East Coast.
Really interesting to see. Like, I don't know, it's weird. And being from Hawaii, dude, like you're not really exposed to that kind of stuff. Like you don't really see.
You don't leave.
Yeah, you don't really leave, and you don't really see like why scenes are so big in other parts of the U.S. You know, or even where the scene is in other parts of the U.S. So it's been very eye-opening for sure.
You know, I kind of feel that because I'm from Texas, which is just like gigantic. So it's just so hard to get out of Texas just in general. Because you go like 500 miles in either direction, you'll still be in the same state. So yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from. It's hard to see like what else is going on in other places.
Yeah, dude, and our island's only like 20 miles long, dude. Like, and like the whole scene is like 10 minutes away from me. You know, like it's. And the weird thing about Hawaii too is like there's no like, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like a strong hardcore scene in this city. There's a strong metalcore scene in this city. Here it's like when we play shows, it's like we're playing with like a reggae band and a punk band and fucking like a new metal band, like all sorts of different genres because it's so fucking small here, right?
You just kind of like you really just kind of like take what you can get.
Like Chex Mix.
Not that we don't, yeah. Not that we don't love playing with these bands. It's just like it's hard to find people that we really fit in with. You know what I mean? Other bands.
Yeah.
that we fit in with.
I get that. And I guess I mean, I don't even get that really. I mean, no, like I understand like where you're coming from with that, but like I've never personally experienced it because like I spent most of my life living in Dallas, which is like the fourth, like the whole metroplex is like the fourth biggest city in the United States, and so it's like it's really easy to find enough bands to fill a bill with the same sound as you, like in that area, plus all the bands coming through there anyways. So yeah, that does sound like quite a challenge because, and I don't think I've ever really lived in a small city either. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like I grew up in a small town too, so in the mainland, so like I know both like living on the outskirts of somewhere versus like truly true isolation on an island, and like yeah, it's just really hard to get any traction out here just in terms of like people that you know like the music or other bands, and yeah, so
I mean it's like probably a really limited pool like people to like try to like appeal to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There is a scene here, but you know, like there will be anywhere, you know, but it's just it's very small, you know. So we're just trying to get our music out to people that will like it, you know, and we're just trying to get it beyond the island.
So anyways, if you like this band, what they're saying, you should definitely like go stream all their music like over and over and over again. So they'll come visit you.
Please, we will come visit you if you do. Like we legit will.
Yeah. Come to Texas.
Oh, dude, I would love that. We would love to.
Bro, Texas is so whack, bro.
Oh no.
Like
I mean it is, but it's kind of nice living here.
dude, like
It's
you know, I'm from here and I grew up here and I haven't been to the mainland much. But when I went to Texas, dude, it's like It's like a big fucking highway with like stuff on the side of it. It's so fucking weird, dude. And gas
Oh
is
yeah,
like
that's
10
exactly
bucks.
what it is. That's
Yeah,
exactly
like
what
what?
it is.
Like what the fuck, dude? Like it's so crazy. I think like when we finally do hit the mainland, I'm gonna be so fucking shook up, bro. Like
He is gonna be like, he's gonna have a culture shock, dude.
yeah, me and Mason, dude. Like
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
the.
dude.
I've been to Cali a lot.
Oh, that's true.
He's gonna
Oh,
try
yeah,
to
he's been to
document all
Cali.
that.
Yeah. But even California is fucking whack, dude. Like what the fuck, bro? Like.
But now, honestly, we'll go anywhere that'll have us except Florida. You know.
To Florida.
Sorry,
Except
sorry,
Jersey.
Turner.
Ohio. Though honestly, I would actually like, not joking. I would love to go to Florida to go just to go see bands, not necessarily to visit.
Yeah.
There's so many good bands in Florida.
So many. It's a garbage
Yeah.
place. Great for bands, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Sorry,
like they're
sorry,
really
Florida.
they're really like punching above their weight in bands right now.
Yeah, they are. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess, and obviously because it costs a lot more for y'all to tour, y'all have to like really figure out where y'all are gonna go. I guess, or are y'all just like, fuck it, if we're going, we're gonna go everywhere? Or...
We feel like we want to, but as the days went by and then we thought more about touring, I think we don't want to start off with our big foot forward, like put all of our eggs in one basket and maybe do something a little smaller just to see if it's feasible for us. And then if that's successful, then we could plan bigger and bigger. I would want to do like a nationwide tour, but
Oh yeah, we would love to. You know, we would love to go everywhere if that was, you know, feasible, and maybe one day it will be. But right now, we're just trying to identify like
Start small and
dip our
and-
toes in the water.
Yeah, and hopefully we can start flying out and doing, you know, like smaller tours or just like weekend shows. You know, we're really gonna solidify that strategy a little bit more once we get more data from the marketing and see where people are actually like listening to us.
I think y'all and like Shrezzers and Galleons should all like pull your money together and go like on a
Galleons too?
super tour with all the bands that like can't tour because they're so isolated from the rest of the world.
What's up, dude? Shrezzers, we will tour with Shrezzers, dude. We will.
That'd be
fuck-
pretty lit, right?
Fuck Shrezzers, dude. Their shit is so hard to play, bro. The fuck? What the fuck, dude? I guess that's why they're called Shrezzers, huh?
I love their shirt. That one shirt they have. That's the one thing maybe I might draw the line with when it comes with the anything will go on this. I don't know if we should start dropping porn sites, but that's
Yeah. Oh, we all
I might
know.
attract the wrong. But yeah, that one Shredder shirt is hilarious.
I'll have to check that out.
I'm
Wow.
familiar with their branding. I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Shrezzers, oh my God, I haven't thought about them for so long.
So I guess how about the opposite question? Who would you want to come to Hawaii to play with y'all?
Everyone, bring him.
Everyone.
Periphery.
Love
Periphery. All right.
If I saw Periphery, I would fucking cry, dude. I would cry like a little fucking baby, bro. Like that fucking oh my I'm not even gonna go into that, but dude,
getting too excited.
you're gonna hear a lot of that on this new album, let me tell you.
A lot of periphery. All right.
Yeah. What about you, Mason? What fucking Blink?
Well, Blink, yeah. I would love to open up for Blink. You know,
Well, I bet Blink would
Yeah.
play Hawaii sometime.
Oh, dude,
I guess they just haven't been together. Well, I guess they have been, but just not without Tom. But they'd play Hawaii at some point, I imagine.
no, they haven't played in Hawaii since like 2005.
oh.
2005. Man, I don't even know.
Yeah. Fucking Hawthorne. Hawthorne comes down here like all the fucking time.
Don't get me started.
Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah. Like if they can do it, Blink can do it. Come on. Fuck.
Yeah, agreed. DGD was here. Come on.
Come on.
Well, I mean, DGD I think goes to weird places too.
I think we actually when we caught him here, it was right before the success of no, it was when was that album?
Mothership. No, the one after
Oh.
Mothership.
After.
The tree. What was it
Artificial
called?
selection.
Artificial selection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then before they got like really, really big, they're probably too big to play the same venue they played here now, but there was a time.
Dude, that
At the time.
venue was packed, bro. Like it's probably like 100 square feet, not even. Everyone was fucking like sardines in there. It was so crazy.
Was I just like the biggest show like that month or whatever? Like
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's sold out
Dude,
twice.
It
They
sold
played
out.
twice.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
played.
it's sold out
night
twice.
back. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And we were like right in front of their faces.
Yeah.
There's no barricade or anything. There's no like big stage for this venue. It's just, like the kind of venue you see for those bands that play while you eat dinner. It's like there's not even stage at all. And so I don't know how Tilly must have felt, but we were all up there. We were all up there.
I mean, I remember the one time I saw him, he had like broken his leg or something. He was like he was fine when he was singing, but like after the show, he was like on crutches, like going around and like he's signing like autographs and taking pictures, but he's like on crutches and he like just played a show and he's like, I guess he had a brace on during it, but like you couldn't really tell because he was still active, like fronting the band. So
Oh shit.
I wouldn't get another opportunity like that again though. Next time they play here, because that was just like a weird time in history where they would even consider playing a venue like that over here. So
Yeah. dude.
well, I mean, I bet you they're probably just like they probably spent a few days at the beach, right? Too, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that was awesome. I actually got to walk around the city with Tim for just a minute. So that was dope.
Well, it's my first time hearing that. The fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you all that, yeah.
How'd that happen? You just like ran into him, or did you like DM him and try to seek him out or something like that? Or
Nah, dude, he was like, it was one of those
you just
really weird, small, informal venue, and he was just hanging out outside.
you're just hanging out outside and you just start hanging out with him?
Yeah, well, he was like, we were walking around, and I think he was like trying to get some weed or something. I just like left, and so I was just like, so what do you want to do, dude? And he wasn't really having a great time, and I didn't have one to show him, so I was just like, all right, well, you're in, like one of my favorite bands, so yeah. He left with some chick. I don't know. It looked like I hope he had fun anyway.
Rest in peace, Tim.
Rip.
I love his bass lines.
Fuck yeah.
So after this next album, what are y'all gonna call it?
Oh, I can't believe we haven't said the name.
The name
Have we
is
said
No, we haven't
Hallucinations 2 Electric Bigaloo.
I mean, I would be down for that, to be honest.
The name is They Who Invite.
They
Yeah.
Who Invite.
Yes.
I like that. That's spooky.
It is spooky.
Yeah,
spooky.
very eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
But so after that though, do y'all have anything planned? Like, are you already starting writing for your next project, or have you started like thinking about that yet, or?
Well, yeah, I think Tyler started writing a little bit for the new album, but right now, kind of what we're focusing on is finding a new drummer. We have another guy we're trying out. We have a pretty good feeling with for guitar, and so yeah, we're trying to take one step at a time here. So before we can start really full on writing the new material, I think we got to find some more, solidify our lineup a little bit more because we're lacking at the moment.
I feel you. Y'all should just turn it into a meme. Be like, who wants like do like the Patient 67 thing where everyone's their bassist or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, we always make a joke that like it sucks because the drums are the one thing that we can't backtrack.
Fuck. Yeah, we do have some new material written, so that's good. At least that's a start. But as far as like plans with the next one, we're not too sure how it's gonna go yet.
It's still early.
Yeah.
It's still a little early. We're working on. We think we're gonna do. Another concept for this one though, just because we've like had fun with the last one. So.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a drop F sharp riffs. So it's sick.
Bring them to me. I love it. I guess I'm kind of wondering like how did y'all start like getting into like this type of music? What was your introduction to the scene?
Scene. Ah.
Oh, for me it was DGD. It's
DGD.
one of my favorite bands, so that's how I got into it. Because not only a pop punk kid, and metalcore and stuff, so didn't think I'd be in a post-hardcore band to be honest. But here I am.
He's here.
Yeah, here I am playing bass.
He's an easy core guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy
definitely.
core.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same, but I started playing fucking Guitar Hero and shit, and like
I mean, same. Right? That's that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're really not the first person to say that. I know everyone like has this look in their face, like they're like so
Dude.
embarrassed to admit that, but like that's kind of like a whole generation of people started playing guitar because of that one
Dude.
video game.
Fuck yeah, man. And like I started listening to like fucking okay, this is embarrassing. No hate toward these bands, but I started listening to fucking like Avenged Sevenfold and I thought
Oh, I love it.
that dude, I thought their look was
Very
so
topical.
fucking cool, bro. Like
They're all called like.
I mean, Avenged Sevenfold is like that's introductory, like post hardcore right there. That's like what you got to go to before you get to the main stuff, the Warped Tour.
the real
stuff.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
dude, yeah. And like I don't know, one thing led to another and I had found Periphery, dude. And I was just like dude,
That was it.
That was it, dude. Like that's when I started getting into production and just writing music and shit. And I don't know. Then I didn't think I'd be in a post-hardcore band either, but here I am. And yeah, I mean, as far as the scene goes, like I went to small hardcore shows here, just saw what it's like, and it's really fun. It's really inviting too. And yeah, I guess the rest is history. I hope that made sense. I was jumping around a lot, but yeah.
It's good enough, Tyler.
We've been jumping around the whole time. It's so good. This is just stream of consciousness, as it always is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of been into metal my whole life, for the most part. I've been doing vocals since I was like 15. And I just once I got on the island, I tried to find people to make some tunes with, and I got really lucky. I found like the only motherfuckers, like the only guys.
The only ones. All right. Well, that's quite fortuitous of you, right?
Yeah, I was stoked, man. I mean, it worked out. I was really excited. These guys are great and sexy. Besides,
Oh yeah. Very sexy band. Y'all should definitely watch this video, not listen to it. Watch this
Yeah.
podcast, not
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to it. Yeah. So you can bask in the sexiness of it all.
They're pretty unless they talk.
no, you, Stefan. You go.
Yeah, a long time ago. Started with Space Jam soundtrack. No. I was the same. I was
That's-
like Mason, Blink, and all that, and then I became a scene kid. I just never grew out of that phase either. I just wanted something heavier and heavier, and then I started wanting things softer and softer. I was a believer in a direction or two, so now things are just making their full circle. So ask Alexandra there. That's how I started.
Yes. Not the American average. So I guess, like, if y'all don't mind me asking, how old are y'all?
Mason is 20. Wait, how old are you?
26.
Oh, 20. I'm
26.
25.
You guys don't have to say it.
Okay, all right, on the same time. I'll say yours, you say me. You say me, you say I.
No, you do it first. You have to go first.
All right. I am the oldest in the lineup right now. I am a whopping 31.
Right on.
I'm 30.
30.
Old.
I
Hey,
feel
that's
like
all
I'm
right.
30.
That's like peak getting your band off the ground age, believe it or not. Most people, don't get that shit done till like around that time.
That's
Well,
true.
It takes a
you know
little
what?
maturity to pull this shit off.
Thank you. You know what? I crave that validation. So thank you.
Glad I can help.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess being like in like such a small area, like in like an island, Hawaii, it's like it was. I imagine it was probably like kind of tough, like being into this type of music and like not having nearly the pool of people that like I had. Like maybe I had like if there were like 10 people who were in my high school there, I could still go to the mall and like all the other kids from all the other high schools. We'd all, hang out and talk and like listen to fucking Shikari and shit like that. But like y'all had like probably had a much smaller pool too.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Like
Yeah.
I tried to start a band for like ever since I was like 15 maybe, and just like I couldn't find anybody, and it's I don't know. I feel really lucky that I found you guys.
Yeah, we were literally the only like post-hardcore band on this island.
Yeah.
Convoluted Plains.
Okay.
Convoluted Plains.
Okay, two.
Convoluted Plains.
Yeah. And
There's two of
Skylene,
us.
but they're not a band anymore.
They were like that was like melodic, like metalcore. I would,
Yeah.
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 Let me watch me be
Yeah.
a genre elitist. I won't.
We're
Yeah.
working on it.
Yeah. It's tough, but I think we got really lucky. And I'm happy that we're making the stuff we're making, dude. It's fucking sick. So yeah.
Right on. Wait, I don't think I asked y'all what island are y'all on too?
Oahu.
Oahu?
The
Yeah.
main one.
The
The
main-
Yeah, the
50th.
main-
Main one?
main
Is that
one.
the big one or that's not the big one, right? It's the,
No, it's like
that's the one with Honolulu, right?
yeah, with the
Okay.
big city.
The big city, yeah.
Yeah, our island is like not even I think we're the third largest. So it's like fucking tiny here.
Yeah, it's with the most population. That's
Yeah,
for sure. Everybody's here.
everybody's here. Unfortunately.
Damn traffic.
Unfortunately.
Dude,
Y'all are
ass.
complaining about traffic. Y'all should I don't know, maybe avoid a few places in the United States.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, like LA.
Oh yeah, is Hawaii traffic that bad, honestly? Or
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah,
It's
dude.
like ranked
I guess
top 5.
traffic's bad everywhere. Traffic
five
is
worst.
just bad.
Yeah.
Dude, like if you want an idea of how long it takes to get 13 miles across like the other
Well,
side.
I mean, I guess y'all
train.
y'all don't have like the big highways too either. So I bet you it's like
We do have a
slower.
highway, believe it
You
or
do?
not.
Just one.
Just one, but dude, getting from here to the other side of the island is like 10, 13 miles. It'll take you like an hour and a half. Like
Traffic,
it's
yeah,
fucked
traffic.
up, dude.
It's fucked up. That would be the best. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's the joke is that it takes 3 hours to get to town from town, just because.
Yeah, getting around the city, even like going a mile down, can take 15, sometimes half an hour.
It sucks. It's really bad.
It's ass, bro. But I bought a moped, so I can just fucking. Yeah. Yeah.
A moped is really good for transporting instruments and things like that. So
Yeah. Killing 2 birds over here, Tyler. Good job.
Yeah, dude.
So, anyways, what have y'all been listening to lately?
I just listened to the new Veil of Maya the other day.
All right, I've actually been meaning to get around to that.
It's all right.
I listened to the new Avenged album today, and it's very weird. But I like
Very
it.
weird.
Yeah, it was very weird, but I like it.
Yeah, I've been
When
listening.
did it come out? Like
Today. Or
today?
like-
It came out today.
Yeah.
All right, interesting.
Me and Stefan just listened to the Used the other night too.
Oh, yeah.
That was-
All right, I need to listen to that too. Someone said I need to listen to that.
I didn't
Solid.
love it. I
You didn't love it?
love it. Was not my favorite. No.
Yeah.
He was all right. No.
I've been listening to Sleep Token.
They're washed. Sleep Token.
I haven't, dude.
You haven't listened to the new one?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I have been listening to the new one. Sorry. I thought you asked if I
haven't, okay.
watched them, but not yet.
No.
But
you
yeah,
just been on that Sleep Token?
fuck yeah, dude. That shit's fucking.
Mm.
Sorry,
I haven't
Fade.
listened to it yet, but
dude. It's so goddamn
I'll probably get
fucking
into it.
goddamn good.
I think I made a mistake of like reading the memes before listening to it.
You might not want to look at my Facebook page right now, but like, yeah, I think it was all right. It's It's pretty cool.
Lame. Lame boo.
All right, so one of the problem with it was like when I listened to it, I was like running, I was like jogging, and like I think it's kind of bad jogging like music because it's just so slow and like I don't know.
Dude, yeah, it's
I just
horrible.
wasn't vibing with it at that moment, but I kind of want to like go back and re-listen to it.
Dude, you should. Also, I have to sell something on Facebook really quick. I'll be right back.
Here we are back.
He's a tireless, ruthless capitalist, as you can see.
Making a band fund.
Making a band fund.
Making money for us to tour.
What's he selling?
These like fucking little like candle holders. Yeah,
hustling.
like grandma
He's
shit. It's like
hustling
these
candles.
little. It's like candle holders or some shit. Yeah, it is.
Oh, like a candelabra. He's selling a candelabra.
It's like this little candle. It's not even that like intricate. Like that would be saying too much. It's like this little candle holder and it's fucking like made of wood or something.
So I'll pay $50 for it.
Yeah, I guess so. You got $50 out of it.
Hey,
so
that's
I'm
that's
talking
a
all
good
this
flip
shit.
right there. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that much closer to getting to the mainland.
Yeah, $50 closer.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Bucks. That's what like I don't know, a 20th of the ticket.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be one big obstacle. Flights, dude. One shitty thing is that like if you live out here and you have like any tether to the mainland still, like just the flight out here, dude, and back is just it's terrible.
Yeah, just got back from San Francisco. It was like 600 round trip.
Add to the list
Jesus.
of states that Tyler doesn't like.
I think y'all should just get a boat together.
Oh, we were just
A
talking
houseboat.
House.
With a-
Talking about that actually. I think someone brought it up. Was it
Josh.
someone? Yeah, Josh. Yeah, we should
Y'all
get a
could
boat.
y'all could sail to America.
Yeah, dude. We're finally going to America, guys. We did it.
In fact, y'all don't even have to like book a venue. Y'all could just play on your boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's tax free, bro.
Exactly. No merch cut.
Yep, that's right.
Just like anchor by the beach. Just set up a table. And just,
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you're identifying our new business model here. This is significant for
this
us.
is y'all are gonna be like the fucking Captain Ron band. Like
The what?
y'all ever seen the movie Captain Ron?
No.
Oh, it's kind of bad, but like kind of like really it's like a bad movie, but it's like kind of like iconic and like kind of like not iconic because like y'all haven't heard of it and like most people haven't, but it's like a cult like classic.
No, yeah.
Like,
I love
Yeah.
those. Yeah, I like those bad movies that are really fun
It's
to
got
watch.
a-
Still.
Kurt Russell in it. I think Martin Short's in
Whoa.
it. Yeah.
Dude, Kurt Russell is my second favorite actor. So
Second favorite after who?
wait, can I guess? Oh no, I don't know
You
why.
should get your drummer should be someone who looks like Kurt Russell so he can be in the biopic.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, we need that's a strategy. My first favorite actor is of course Bruce Campbell though. So
For some reason, I thought it was Nicolas Cage. I don't know why that.
no,
Sorry.
I mean Nicolas Cage is a fine gentleman, but he's never
He's number 3. But yeah, Bruce Campbell, he's terrific.
Oh yeah, for sure.
best. Yeah.
He's just always down to like just be in a movie. Do whatever. He's down for it.
Oh yeah, slaying deadites, dude.
Yeah.
Always.
You need someone in your band looks like Bruce Campbell too. You just gotta like it's like reverse casting, I guess, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we've identified
This
our
is-
needs already.
This is the whole like rise like record strategy back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, dude.
Well, anything else y'all need to talk about?
No. I-
No. Just thank you to anyone who's listened to our shit, and we really hope that everyone looks forward to listening to our new shit because we're excited to show it to you.
What he said.
Yeah.
Did.
Y'all should all listen to Hallucinations, by the way. It's like a terrific album. Sorry, Mason. Go ahead.
Oh, no,
Thank you.
I agree with what you just said.
Oh, thanks.
Like it's
Thank you.
it's not only like terrific, it's like has a lot of like there's a lot of stuff going on there. Each song is like a little is different enough from each other that like it keeps you really like enthralled with the album. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're
thanks.
welcome.
Dude. Means a
No,
lot.
thank y'all for making such a good EP. Which just
Oh,
looking forward to your new stuff.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And-
We're looking forward to everyone, you being able to listen to it, dude. Thank you for your interest and inviting us on. It was honestly a pleasure.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, hey,
Sick.
thank y'all for reaching out.
Fuck yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Sorry it took
Anytime.
forever to get this set up, but like, yeah, there's a lot of stupid bullshit I'm dealing with. But no, I'm glad we finally got y'all on.
Fuck
And
yeah. dude.
if y'all get that boat, y'all should totally blow it up at some point. Like Limp Bizkit.
Gotta do it for the movie, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
for the
have
movie.
to for the end.
That's
of
the
movie,
finale.
like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
like
it
ending
is,
shot.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is like have y'all seen The Dirt?
Yes, the dirt, the Molly.
This is like it's like imagine you're
Oh.
walking out like at the end of the dirt, and it's like and then you blow up your boat. Maybe y'all are on it, maybe y'all are off. It's up to y'all.
Dude, yeah.
half of us will be on.
Half of you.
Oh, I want to get.
Yeah.
I want to get blown up with the boat. Yeah.
well, there you go.
absolutely.
Jared Leto gets blown up in the boat.
There we go.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for coming on. This is Mara Bloom. They're a very cool band from Hawaii. Y'all should definitely give them a listen sometime. And I'm gonna let y'all go so y'all can enjoy your afternoon, even though it's 10:30 here where I'm at. So
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
and
it's
thanks for
fine.
having us on, dude. Thank you for your time. This was fucking really fun. So
Yeah, really appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
of course, come back whenever you want. And also, you got to actually say something because it's a podcast. Like, not everyone's gonna watch it. You can't just make a kissy face.
yeah, step
And
in.
That was for you, not them.
Okay, fair enough then. All right,
Thanks for having.
All right.
y'all have a good afternoon.
You too,
Thank you
man.
again.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.